Have you ever wondered if dragons could actually exist? These magnificent, fire-breathing beasts have captured our imaginations for centuries. But could science ever make them a reality? Today we're diving deep into the biology, physics, and chemistry of dragons to see if we can piece together a plausible creature. Let's get started. First up, those iconic scales. What would they be made of? In nature, animals have incredible armor. Think of a crocodile's tough hide or the pangolin's overlapping keratin scales. For a dragon, we'd need something even more robust, especially to withstand fire. Perhaps their scales could be a complex composite material, layering keratin with metallic elements scavenged from their diet. Imagine scales infused with iron or even titanium, creating a lightweight yet incredibly strong, heat-resistant armor. This bioceramic material could reflect heat, protecting the dragon from its own fire and external threats. Each scale will be like a tiny interlocking shield, flexible enough for movement but tough enough to deflect a sword. Now, for the big one, fire breathing. This is the trickiest part, but nature offers some clues. The Bombardier beetle, for instance, sprays a jet of boiling hot chemicals by mixing two compounds, hydroquinone and hydrogen peroxide, right before ejecting them. A dragon could use a similar binary weapon system. It might store two separate, non-reactive chemicals and specialized glands in its throat. When it wants to breathe fire, muscles will contract, forcing the chemicals to mix in a combustion chamber. But what would be the fuel? Methane is a strong contender. Many animals, like cows, produce methane during digestion. A dragon could have a specialized digestive system that ferments plant matter or even rock, producing large quantities of flammable methane gas. This gas could be stored in a bladder-like organ, similar to a bird's air sac. When the dragon exhales, it releases the methane, which is then ignited by the spark from the chemical reaction in its throat. This spark could be generated by piezoelectric crystals, like quartz, being squeezed together, or by a hypergog reaction where two chemicals ignite on contact. So, you'd have fuel, an ignition source, and a biological flamethrower. It's complex, but not entirely impossible. How does a creature the size of a bus get off the ground? This is a huge challenge for physics. The largest flying animal we know of, the Quetzalcoatlus, had a wingspan of about 36 feet, but was surprisingly lightweight. For a massive dragon, we need some serious biological advantages. First, the wings. They need an enormous wingspan, probably well over 100 feet, with a structure similar to a bat's wing, a membrane of skin stretched over long finger-like bones. This provides a large surface area to generate lift. But the real secret might be in their bones. Like birds, dragons would need hollow bones, a system called pneumatic bones. These bones would be reinforced with internal struts and cross-bracing, making them incredibly strong but light. This drastically reduces the dragon's overall weight. But even with lightweight bones and huge wings, the muscle power required for takeoff would be immense. A running start off a cliff would help, but to truly get airborne, our dragon might need a little extra boost. This is where our fire breathing comes in handy again. What if the dragon could use controlled bursts of its flammable gas for a kind of jet-assisted takeoff? A downward-angled burst of flame could provide that critical initial thrust to lift its massive body into the air. Furthermore, let's revisit those air sacs. If a dragon could fill these internal sacs with a lighter-than-air gas, like hydrogen or heated methane, it would function like a biological blimp. This internal buoyancy would reduce its effective weight, making it much easier to achieve and maintain flight. It's a bit of a stretch, but combining hollow bones, massive wings, jet-assisted takeoff, and internal gas bladders could just make a flying dragon scientifically plausible. So, what would a dragon eat to fuel such an extreme metabolism? It would need a calorie-dense diet. While tailies speak of them eating livestock, their diet might need to be even more specialized. To get the minerals for their armored scales and the chemicals for their fire, they might be lithovers or rock eaters. Certain rocks are rich in iron, calcium, and other minerals. A powerful gizzard filled with stones, like some birds have, could grind these rocks down. and a hyperacidic stomach could dissolve them to extract the necessary elements. This would also provide the raw materials for their methane production. This diet would make them less of a pest to local farmers and more of a geological phenomenon. They would be the ultimate recyclers of the mineral kingdom, shaping mountains and caves with their unique dietary needs. Finally, let's think about their intelligence and lifespan. In many stories, dragons are ancient and wise. For a creature to live for hundreds or even thousands of years, it would need incredible cellular repair mechanisms. Some real-world animals, like the Greenland shark or the immortal jellyfish, show us that extreme longevity is possible. A dragon might have highly efficient telomerase activity, an enzyme that repairs the ends of chromosomes, preventing cellular aging. It could also have advanced systems for clearing out damaged cells and resisting cancer. As for their intelligence, a large brain is metabolically expensive. But if a dragon hibernates for long periods, like centuries, it could conserve energy while its brain processes information and memories. This could lead to the profound wisdom we see in mythology. They wouldn't just be beasts. They would be sentient beings with a perspective on the world shaped by ages of observation. So, while we haven't found a dragon fossil yet, the building blocks for such a creature exist in the natural world. From beetle chemistry to bird anatomy and geological processes, we can piece together a scientifically plausible dragon. It would be a masterpiece of evolutionary engineering, a creature perfectly adapted to a fantastical, yet scientifically grounded existence. It's a testament to the power of imagination and the incredible possibilities hidden within science. What part of dragon biology do you find most fascinating? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the science of fiction. See you next time.